Loki has made an incredible journey in the MCU, going from an intense villain to anti-hero to guardian of the multiverse. However, there are some parts of his story that don't quite align with his character arc. One of Loki's most powerful moments in the MCU occurred in the series Loki, where he sacrificed himself to save others by distracting Goliath. However, this moment was actually performed by a variant of Loki, known as Classic Loki, rather than the primary version of the character. This decision underscores the missed opportunities in fully exploring and utilizing the MCU's iteration of Loki. While Loki's sacrifice at the end of Season 2 may have appeared heroic on the surface, it actually granted him his long-held desire for control and power. By becoming the god of stories, Loki achieved a level of authority and influence that actually surpassed his earlier villainous ambitions. This resolution does raise questions about the true nature of Loki's altruism and whether his actions were driven by selfishness or self-interest. However, due to the fact that Loki ultimately took this throne to preserve freedom rather than strip it away like he wanted to do in the Avengers,
of a world made free.
Free from what?
Freedom. Freedom is life's great lie.
one can argue that his motives were shown as pure. In the Marvel Comics, Loki is depicted as a character that's very, very difficult to like. Between his deceitfulness, as well as homicidal and genocidal tendencies, Loki is depicted as a villain in almost every iteration of his appearance in the comics. However, Tom Hiddleston's charismatic portrayal of the character
She wouldn't want us to fight.
Well, she wouldn't exactly be shocked.
has garnered him a significant fan following, which ultimately led Marvel to redeem Loki. Hiddleston's performance, coupled with skillful writing, added depth and complexity to Loki, making him a more nuanced and relatable character than his actions might suggest. However, this portrayal can sometimes overshadow Loki's less savory qualities and downplay the consequences of his actions. The introduction of a variant of Loki in the series Loki raises a lot of questions about the character's continuity and development within the MCU. As this variant originates from a branching reality and did not experience key events from previous films, such as Thor: The Dark World and Thor: Ragnarok, significant aspects of Loki's character growth may have been erased or invalidated. This narrative inconsistency complicates the portrayal of Loki and may detract from the coherence of his character arc. Season 1 of Loki seemed like they tried to jumpstart his growth by showing him a video clip of what eventually happens to him and his mother, but it's not quite the same as experiencing it for himself. By acknowledging these little aspects of his character that don't quite line up, fans can get a more nuanced understanding of his journey and the broader implications in his narrative. Personally, I still think Loki ended up being the best TV show Disney Plus has ever made, and a lot of that has to do with Tom Hiddleston's magnetic portrayal. But let me know what you think. Does the depth of Loki's character cover some of the plot holes in his arc? Thank you so much for joining me on The Blurred Wire, and we'll see you next time.